And a peek into the locker room. Players soaking in the last few moments before the game. Some final preparations here. Greetings from 2K Sports. Welcome to our Wednesday night coverage of the NBA. Here with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. This is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Let's take a look at the seeding for the Eastern Conference, with only 4 games of the regular season remaining. You take a look at the Celtics. They have looked in control all season long, aren't showing any signs of taking their foot off the gas anytime soon. And of course, Miami, they're a ways down in the standings.
Well, right now for Boston, their fans were expecting a lot from this team this year, and they haven't disappointed them. It's been a terrific season, and they're far from done yet heading into the playoffs.
And the starting lineup for Miami, Hero is the 2 with Butler as the 3. Then there's Josh Richardson, then it's Bam Adebayo, and it's Highsmith in at the 4. And for the Celtics, Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Here's Brown. Takes it inside, and the jam by Brown.
That's you on defense there. You can't give Brown this much room for takeoff or it's going to be a problem.
Outside Richardson. Here's Highsmith. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Richardson, no good. White against Hero. And there's White. That's good on the assist from Tatum.
Yeah, Tatum read the floor and fed the best guy he could find.
Miami's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, who was able to talk with Joe Mazzulla.
I asked him outright if he had a plan for Tyler Hero. Coach let me in on their strategy, saying, quote, "We just have to cause problems for him on defense. Hand in the face, crowd him. Anything to discourage him from taking shots. So he hopes they can keep Tyler quiet by hassling him all night long." Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
With his touch, Tatum's a threat from anywhere.
For Miami, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Outside Richardson. Hero for 3. Boston pulls it in. They've been playing excellent team basketball. 9 wins in a row.
You can feel the energy in the air around this team. They know they are on a roll, and they are committed to keeping it going as long as they can.
Well, Grant, the Miami Heat are as professionally run as any franchise in this league.
Yeah, and certain numbers point to that. They minimize turnovers, they don't commit cheap fouls, and they hit their free throws. So, in other words, they don't give anything away.
Now here's Brown. 8 points in his last time out. Porzingis with a screen on Butler. Brown passes to Porzingis. And stolen by Adebayo. To the paint. Here's Richardson. Good, and Butler gets the assist.
He's such a threat to score. The defense can focus too much on Butler, and he found the open man with ease.
Holiday taking his time here. Back to Tatum. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Tatum's got 5 points.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Rozier, he's checked in for Miami. And with spring cleaning in full swing, let's check out the current power rankings. You look at Sacramento, no movement for them, maintaining their top 10 spot.
Checking out Boston, they've fulfilled expectations plus some. They're flying high down the stretch, looking nearly invincible.
Here's Highsmith, hounded by Tatum. Pass to Adebayo, to the inside. Brown with the steal. Here's Holiday. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
I just love the ball movement.
Heat trail by 6. 1:46 left to play in the first. Here's Hero. Shoots over White. And there's Hero on the assist by Rozier. Hero's got 7.
Smooth shot by Hero. Notice how he doesn't rush himself.
Porzingis sets a screen. Tatum from long range. Adebayo grabs the board. The Heat have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers. Yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Put your hands together for Celtics.
Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Cadis checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Horford comes in for Jason Tatum. Hauser, he's checked in for White. And Pritchard is subbed in for Drew Holiday. Love is checked in for Miami. Jaquez comes in for Jimmy Butler. .102 left in the first quarter. Outside, Brown. Over Hero. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Brown's gotten his second bucket.
When Brown has the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous in the two-man game.
Hero, the pass to Love. Now Rozier. Banked it in off the glass.
This guy is a fighter. Rozier, just a workhorse who enjoys scoring on the aggressive coverage.
Horford, a screen on Hero. Brown passes to Horford. And down it goes. 2 points.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Heat trail by 4. Hero outside. Adebayo, a screen on Brown. Love for 3. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. It's the Celtics, up by 4. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And for the Celtics here, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
It's Tatum at the 4 with Horford at the 5. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's Springer in at the 2. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Heat trail by 4. Here's Hero on the mark with the 15-footer. Hero's got 11 points.
Yeah, rising up on a dime. I love seeing Hero be assertive like this.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, Jaime Jaquez Jr. was excited to join his favorite player, Jimmy Butler, on the Heat. He told me, I loved watching Jimmy because he's a complete player and he leaves everything on the floor. He's a winner, and that's the type of player I want to be. And for his part, Butler said he is so confident and he knows what it takes to win. Brian, there's no higher compliment.
You're right about that, Allie. Thanks. Boston has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. They set the pick. Tatum from long range. The rebound by Burks. Well, Miami shooting around 50% in the game so far. Pass to Rozier. Outside Love. And there's the drive. The shot is good, and this game is back to even.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Here's Tatum. Hey, strong move, Tatum.
Ooh, good little touch on the floater. Tatum making it look way too easy.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Changes here for the Celtics. Porzingis comes in for Hauser, and Holiday subbed in for Springer. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Miami. Richardson comes in for Rozier. Close the net on 2 minutes played here in the second. Outside Richardson. Back to Hero. Launches it. Connects from downtown. Hero's got 14.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Jaquez against Tatum. Pass to Holiday. Inside. From behind the arc. And Tatum, the bucket on the assist by Horford. 10 points for him.
Taking matters into his own hands. Tatum gets those 3 points back in a hurry.
Love passes to Richardson. Porzingis grabs the board. The Celtics have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Hard to find a season in his career where Horford didn't make an impact, RJ.
One way or another, he's going to help his team win. Still out there doing it and doing it at a high level. He's kind of an ageless wonder.
Shooting 2.
And he makes a first.
Talk about a guy who gives you everything. Drew Holiday is a coach's dream.
A different look for Miami. Butler's checked in for Love, and it's Rozier in for Hero. Holiday hits them both. Well, we're coming right down to the last bit of the season, Grant. What's the messaging like from coaches right now?
Well, BA, for teams that are in the mix, coaches are asking you to keep doing what you've been doing. But a lot of that extra motivation comes from your teammates and in the locker room.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Headed to the floor right now, it's Celtics Entertainment.
Firing up the 2K leaderboard. The NBA's leaders in shooting over the last month. Number 1, the Celtics.
Their offense has clicked the past few weeks. I mean, everyone out there knows their role and where to be on the floor.
So it's Boston now. And after this one, they're at home against Phoenix. And that'll put them halfway through a 3-game homestand. Horford, a screen on Butler. Fires the 3. Jason Tatum! He's a sharpshooter!
That's his second triple of the quarter and third of the game. Keep building.
Here's Butler. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. Butler's got his first 2 points of the night.
There's not much you can do to slow down Butler in the mid-range. He just gets to a spot and rises up.
Horford, a screen on Butler. Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum with a throwdown.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Richardson for 3. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
What vision from Rozier there. Seeing his teammate was wide open and making the right pass.
Holiday against Richardson. Outside Holiday. And there's the lob. Adebayo grabs the board.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
And Josh Richardson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Celtics. Cadis checked in for Horford. Brown comes in for Jason Tatum. And it's White in for Pritchard. Highsmith, he's checked in for Miami. Tyler Hero comes in for Rozier.
I love the decision-making of Drew. You want the ball in Holiday's hands.
Heat trail by 4. There's 37 seconds left in the second. Elbow shot. Adebayo, no good.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Brown looking around. Stolen by Hero. Cans it with nobody near him. Hero's got 16 points.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
He didn't have his feet planted.
And here's Brown for three. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Boston out in front, leading by just 2. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action.
Thanks for joining us. The story through the first half, the Miami Heat in a game so far that's been close.
They're getting bullied on the defensive end. Punch in the mouth, kicked in the teeth, but they're still standing. That says something.
Yeah, giving up so many easy buckets. How are they going to still win this game?
And next up, we have the award winners, our players of the month in the East and the West. In the Western Conference, Nikola Jokic.
For the Joker, last laugh is typically on the opponent. No one has been able to slow him down lately. Also, on and off the court, his leadership has been great for this team.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. How about Tyler Hero displaying all of his skills today?
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
And Tatum's got the ball here for Boston. The lead is 2, and on the floor for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. Hero is the 2 with Butler as the 3. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Josh Richardson, and it's Highsmith in at the 4-man position. Richardson for 3. Offensive rebound. Heat. Hero for 3. It's not going to go for him. The Celtics shooting has been on another level. 68% for the game. Porzingis sets a screen. Holiday passes to Porzingis. Operating inside, Porzingis.
One of the tallest guys in the league. Give Porzingis the ball there and just let him work.
Outside Butler. Pulls up on the wing. Off the window, it's good. Butler's got his second basket of the game.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. All right, let's take a glance at which two guards have been shooting the ball the best from outside the arc this season. Tyler Hero, 4th.
And as a rule of thumb, you always want great shooters at the shooting guard position if you can get them. Now, these guys are the cream of the crop.
And having a reliable three-point option at off guard, pretty much a necessity at this point in time in the league.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 15. 90 seconds into the second half now. And he's going for the oop here. 6 to shoot. Butler with a steal. And here we go, the Heat fast break. Richardson, that's good. Richardson's got 7 points.
Strong defense followed by some smart offense. That's just good fundamentals.
Pass to Brown. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Back to Tatum. Fires from deep. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Now, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
And put your hands together for Celtics Entertainment. Offensive fans down on the court. Is your squad. Get loud and let's hear it. What a defense. Make some noise.
Pritchard's checked in for Boston. Outside Butler. And again, no good by Miami. Boston has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. And the call will be against Tyler Hero. That's his first foul of the game.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Tatum feeling it out a bit. Here's Porzingis. Count it, and the foul. It goes on Bam Adebayo.
Oh, the sturdiness from Kristaps. Takes the foul and still gets the bucket.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Rozier, he's checked in for Richardson.
Second team foul. At the line for your Celtics. Kristaps Porzingis at the line with 1 shot.
Porzingis, no good on the free throw.
And when healthy, Porzingis is a highly impactful player. He is a 7-foot wing that really spaces the floor.
And Porzingis with the block. Pass to Brown. Back to Holiday. This one for 3. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got 4 assists in the game.
That's how you do it. Nice catch and shoot from Drew.
Now here's Hero. He's got 16. Here's Rozier. And again, no good by Miami. Boston on offense. They've gone on an 8-0 run. And how about Jaylen Brown, Richard? Named to his first All-NBA team in 2023. A very important piece to him.
NBA, what timing. It made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax. At the time, it was the largest contract in NBA history. And how did he follow it up? He won the Larry Bird Award as the best player in the Eastern Conference playoffs.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Quick check-in with the leaderboard. Here are the NBA's top rebounders. 5th on the list, Bam Adebayo.
Just so strong on the boards. That's a skill that helps your team win games.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. No good. Had a chance to end the run there.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum. I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
If you're defending Butler, you throw up your hands when he makes a pull-up. It's just not fair.
Here's Holiday. Miami making their last shot. Shoots over Hero. Misses off the right iron. Heat trail by 6. Rozier looking around. Pass to Butler from deep. The rebound, Celtics. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Holiday passes to Tatum. No good. 8 for 12 from the field now.
That's just a bucket. Well, look, you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss them.
Butler on the wing, defended by Brown. Holiday against Hero. Just 5 on the clock. Left block shot on the way. Nice shot there, making him 8 for 13.
Yeah, and this is why Hero was a lottery pick back in 2019, because of how incredible of a scorer he can be.
Porzingis with a screen on Rozier. Pritchard. Boston, no good that time either. Fires away from way outside. That shot, no good. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Boston out in front, up 4. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And meanwhile, Eric Spoelstra rallying the troops.
Once we get the rebound, get to those corners, race for it, okay? What you're doing right now is you're making them have to defend.
And Coach Spo imploring his guys to be faster and sharper than the other team.
If they do that, they'll be fine. Coach wants to tire the opposition out on defense.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. It's Tatum at the 4 with Horford at the 5. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's Hauser in at the small forward position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Now here's Tatum. Tatum's got 23 points.
Making his mark from long range today. That's his second triple of the half, his 5th overall.
Here's Rozier. Boston with a rebound. 60 ticks off the clock here in the 4th. Here's Pritchard, pounded by Rozier. Horford, a screen on Rozier. Here's Pritchard. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. And it's a 7-point Boston lead.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And a vicious slam by Rozier, really sticking it to them.
Pass to Shireman. And he drives in. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Richardson. Heat trail by 5. Rozier outside. 11 feet out. And there's Richards on the assist by Rozier. Rozier's got his 3rd assist of the night. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. So for Miami, Highsmith, he's checked in for Love. Butler comes in for Jaquez. And Tyler Hero subbed in for Rozier. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. This might be a close late game, but don't tell Coach. They were cool as a cucumber in the huddle, and I think that resonates with their players. We'll see if that approach works. Brian?
Okay, thanks, Allie. Celtics lead by 3. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th here. And he lobs it up. Oh, Kristaps, the finish.
This is why you lob it Porzingis' way. Great job using his height and length.
And it's Butler with the ball for the Heat. Outside Richardson. Hero on the wing. Shoots over White. And he can't bank that one in. Boston has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Porzingis sets a screen to the middle. Oh, got a piece of it. Adebayo with a steal. With the 10-footer. Hero, no good. The Celtics have gone 3 of 4 in the 4th and looking confident on offense. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
A towering presence inside. When Porzingis is this close, you almost have to foul.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Celtics.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
We also got to highlight how on fire they've been from three-point land. They've continued to capitalize from beyond the arc in this one.
He's perfect from the line this time.
standing at 7'3". We have never seen a player quite like Kristaps Porzingis, a fantastic shooter, a solid ball handler. What a talent.
Hero, no good.
Questionable shot selection in that three. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
Tatum knocks it down. He's locked in right now.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Hero against White. Lets it go from deep. Porzingis grabs the board. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
Brown. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. White against Butler. Hero outside. On the take. And again, no good by Miami.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Now here's Porzingis. Outside White. Clock at 6. Tatum, a screen on Hero. Top of the key. The second effort. Oh, and it's Tatum finishing it off inside.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Celtics.
You can score without sharing the ball, but it can be a whole lot easier when guys are assisting one another.
Yeah, they were very patient. They were also unselfish, and ultimately, that's why they were so efficient.
And this team is something else. 64 wins. These guys have had quite the year.
They have proven to simply be the better team of the two, winning all 4 games in this season series.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Jason Tatum.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
And it's Tatum with the ball for Boston. Brown with a screen. Tatum can't hit. So we see the Celtics taking the W here. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, Jason. This team is on a roll. Plenty of energy on the sidelines. How much fun are you having out there?
Winning is fun. Hopefully we can keep it up, especially at home. We don't want to let our fans down. We got the best fans in the league. And they give us all the energy in the world. So we appreciate it.
Doing it for the fans. Thanks, Jason.
All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Jason Tatum.
PlayStation